Well, that brief note really tells you everything and yet nothing about a major business success on an international scale, and one, moreover, that's British. It lies in a field vital to the smooth running of industry and commerce, perhaps indeed to society itself. And it's been built on the basis of a major investment in high technology and a profound commitment to the management philosophy of decentralization. And as my survey of the Transport Development Group will show, it's a story that should be of interest to anyone in the business and financial worlds. This is the London headquarters of TDG, and from here they run a £500 million business empire with subsidiaries in America and Australia and right throughout Western Europe. And the wide-ranging international nature of the group's business gives it, of course, great stability. It means that the group can take full advantage of any growth opportunities arising in market sectors where it already has a well-established base. It means that the group can take the best ideas and techniques from one market or country and apply them elsewhere. It all adds up to a very powerful operating base. And there's a wide variety of group businesses which serve to reinforce, in a sense, the group's basic stability and strength. Indeed, so extensive are its operations that if you walk down any high street, you're likely to come across some retail outlet or business in which TDG has a part to play, either through its road haulage operations, warehousing and distribution services, or cold storage. TDG even has an interest in reinforcing steel manufacture. As we've said, ideas and expertise gained in one industrial sector or country can be exploited in another. Now, the third aspect of the group's strength lies in its range of clients. It spreads right across the business community, offering great security against fluctuations within any one market. From high street giants such as Boots to chemical producers such as ICI, companies find dedicated distribution contracts in which TDG is a leader, a more cost-effective and problem-free business option. So how does all this translate into the bottom line? Well, the short answer has to be successfully, because in anyone's books, the Transport Development Group is a major success story. During the 80s, profits from all sectors have grown impressively. Earnings per share growth and an increasingly healthy rate of return on assets combine to demonstrate the benefits of TDG's unique blend of large company resources backing autonomous trading companies. Now, the name of this highly successful £500 million company is hardly known to the man in the street, but then I suppose its business can hardly be said to be glamorous. But within the transport world, the story is very different. TDG is acknowledged as one of the top performers. And performance, of course, is what everyone in business looks for. But at the end of the day, it's management and people that make a company tick. TDG is unusual in that it works through decentralized management, each subsidiary having a high degree of autonomy and being responsible for both day-to-day running of its operation and growth of the business. However, not all TDG companies are regional, and the group has encouraged larger businesses to develop with the resources to take on national contracts. Of course, decentralization doesn't mean that the group has no control, because it does. The group sets financial targets with subsidiaries and constantly monitors performance through very tight reporting procedures. Capital spending and the appointment of managing directors is also controlled from the top, providing this unusual and highly successful blend of financial control and autonomous trading. Now, if we really had any doubts about the wisdom of this style of management, all we need to do is to look at the performance of those subsidiary companies. For example, Tufnell's Parcels Express has been developed into a highly respected parcel service. Its 200 vehicles working from 15 regional depots provide a two-tier service of overnight and express deliveries. As with the group subsidiaries, each regional centre has a high degree of autonomy, allowing it to develop the local market as well as to provide a link within the wider parcels network. Tufnell's is now linking into a new parcels network in France, being set up by TDG's French subsidiaries. Then there's the case of Storage and Haulage Limited. With the financial backing of the group, they were able to provide a highly advanced warehouse as part of their operation for Mars Confectionery. This computerized, state-of-the-art facility was quite beyond the subsidiary's own financial resources. It can automatically make up consignments for transshipment 24 hours a day. This partnership with Mars to conceive, build and manage the most advanced warehousing complex in Europe is a clear indication of TDG's support for innovative technology within its subsidiaries. Another example of TDG's support for new technology can be seen with Prism Logistics Limited. This particular operation is aimed at the difficult area of distribution of low sales velocity products, from manufacturer to supermarket shelf, enabling retailers to avoid empty shelves or large backroom stocks. £3 million has been invested in a highly automated 75,000 square feet warehouse, and a further £300,000 on developing computer software, using in-house resources to manage the operation. 2 IBM computers manage all inventory control, order picking, vehicle movement and invoicing. And with a capacity for handling 750,000 items a day, Prism represents a revolution in the retailing business. Reliance Tankers exemplifies TDG's policy-making role for its subsidiaries. With some 300 vehicles and 500 trailers, Reliance Tankers was created through the merger of 3 of Britain's leading bulk tanker operators, providing the group with a more effective operation, better able to offer service and create profit in the bulk tanker haulage market, where safety and technical backup are key factors. Pooled technical resources and problem-solving skills enables the company to offer manufacturing industry a 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year service, carrying such items as toxic chemicals, powders, liquefied gas, edible oils and solvents. With the backing of TDG and direction from strong local management, Reliance Tankers is set to become Britain's #1 company in its field. Overseas, the group's financial and management support has enabled it to build up subsidiaries like Althusius in Holland, whose activities range from haulage to warehousing. In the States, it's developed Market Transport and Willig Freight Lines, both major contenders on West Coast trucking routes. The operation of French subsidiary Translittoral has grown substantially in the France-UK road transport business, as well as on major European routes. And one of TDG's 6 Australian subsidiaries, Arnold's, has become that country's premier car transporter. So as you can see, TDG is far more than the sum of its subsidiary companies. Trying to analyse the factors that contribute to any business success can be, I think, very difficult. But in this case, the pointers are very clear. As an international group working in a wide range of industries, TDG has a very high degree of security. Indeed, its foreign operations provide over 40% of its turnover. Security comes too from the strength of its client base, and its philosophy of decentralised management, allowing subsidiaries a very high degree of autonomy, certainly works. Its emphasis on innovation and high technology is taking it into new areas of business, pushing it to the very forefront of the transport and distribution world. And finally, that all-important profit growth record in the 80s, which I think speaks for itself. So, for customers and investors alike, the huge resources of Transport Development Group, plus the local flexibility of its operating companies, offer the very best of both worlds around the world.